Yo. So before I get into this video, let me tell y'all off the rip what's going on in this video. First of all, hey, my name is Keith. If you don't know me, I do black quarterbacks. Do black quarterbacks all the time. I did all of the seasons, so if you want to follow me throughout the season from preseason of last year until now, the link to the whole playlist will be at the end of the video. So before we get into this video, I want to say something straight up. This video probably won't be very long, probably be about 2-3 minutes. Almost straight opinion in this video, no facts for real, just kind of what I see. And I'm talking about Justin Fields.
In the middle of your screen, as soon as he flies back and towards his right, Fields is going to take him there with his eyes, and then he goes back to the post route and delivers it beautifully.
It's pretty consensus that Trevor Lawrence is going number one. Trevor Lawrence is going to be a Jacksonville Jaguar, all right? So that's out the picture. So my problem is that we're talking about the other guy from BYU, Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson, as if he's just end all be all. Like, never heard of this guy until now. And like I said, disclaimer, these are opinions. Never heard of this guy until now, and now all of a sudden he's rising on people's boards because he had a great pro day. Everybody has a great pro day. Pro days are like getting the answers to the test and being able to prepare for the answers for a month. You better get your pro day right. So, and I try with these videos just to stay consistent, but this is just something that really has been irking me. If anybody who looked like us would have done what Zach Wilson did in college, he wasn't the best. He has all the measurables, and he's okay, but I just don't understand what the big deal is with him. Real quick, so I know I said that we're not drafting people off of 1 year of greatness, but I wouldn't feel right if I didn't mention a couple people. Cam Newton had a phenomenal 1 year, but he was also a D1 athlete, but got in trouble in college and he had to find his way back. So that's okay. Joe Burrow also had one great year. He ended up being really, really good. So I don't want it to come off like I'm just being facetious, but I could be wrong, but I just don't think we should draft him above somebody who's been more consistent. So I kind of want to make that pretty clear before y'all got to the rest of the video. Enjoy the rest of the video. Now, I get Mac Jones. I can understand why you pick Mac Jones over Justin Fields. He played in Alabama. He had all that talent. Like, there's a case to be made for Mac Jones. But for Zach Wilson, it's like, come on, man. Why do we not do what our eyes tell us? Justin Fields we talking about upside, right? We draft these players on upside. Justin Fields has the best upside other than Trey Lance, and Trey Lance is another guy I'll get into tomorrow. We're gonna try to upload daily, just about random things of how I feel. So we're gonna try to go to upload daily. Trey Lance is coming tomorrow. So Justin Fields has been the number 2 guy in college football for the last 2-3 years. But now all of a sudden Zach Wilson is upgrading their boards and the Jets might trade for him. But Miami has also a lot of picks, and the Jets are trying to trade with the Panthers. You never know what can happen. But the 49ers came up to the 3rd pick. The 49ers traded up to the 3rd pick, so they might be in play for Mac Jones. But I don't know what can happen. But I just feel Justin Fields should be the second quarterback off the board because his upside is more. And I know Zach Williams has the measurables. But when are we going to start taking what we see? As my hands are ashy. When are we going to take what we see on tape? Say, okay, this is what we see on tape. Justin Fields dominated college football. It wasn't revolutionary, but he played really well in college football. Was on the top of his sport. Top 5 player in the country. Let's draft him and work with him. But instead, we're going to go try to find this obscure guy in BYU that didn't nobody know about until now. Act like his pro day is something that we didn't expect, and then try to elevate him on everybody's board. I don't get why the NFL does this. And when they just trade away Sam Darnold, I'm not the biggest Sam Darnold fan, but when you think about it, Sam Darnold has had absolutely no help in New York. And if he gets traded to somebody better, they might regret it. This might be a whole Carson Wentz type of thing. And Justin Fields drops and goes somewhere better, people are going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe they missed that. They didn't miss. They tried to outsmart the room. And this happens every draft. These NFL owners and GMs always try to outsmart themselves. So it happens in the NBA too. They think they're smarter than everybody and they end up getting burned. So I just wanted to get that off my chest. I think it's just crazy that we're even having this conversation. And you can say what you want about him. Justin Fields is not the most accurate. He's smallish. Will his frame hold up? All these are things we could talk about, but at the end of the day, he was a baller in college football for the last 3 years. 2-3 years. So, but that's all I got for y'all. Let me know who's your second quarterback coming off. Is it Trey Lance? Is it Mac Jones? Is it Justin Fields? Let's have a discussion about it. Keep it civil. And I'll be back tomorrow to talk more college quarterbacks.